Hi, guys, it's Johnny with Doctor Says, and today the doctor is prescribing a Halloween hunt. So, on my way back from my vacation, we stopped to charge the car and we had to, just charge it. So, why not go and shop? So, we charged it at a mall and let's go and see what we've got. We're going to go to Pottery Barn and then we're going to go to Williams Sonoma and then we're going to check out Neiman Marcus and Ulta Beauty. And then we're going to check out maybe the grocery store. Let's see what kind of Halloween we can get into. Come with me. Let's find out. So our first stop is at Pottery Barn. And look at this cute little doggy dressed as a ghostie. So adorable. They had just one table at this store that was on my way back from San Diego. And they just had a few things out. They didn't have too much, but they had some cute little ghosty mugs. And they had those terracotta pumpkins that you can kind of see in the background there. They also had these terracotta type witches. Very minimalist, very designer, very not in your face type of Halloween decor, which Pottery Barn is kind of always, kind of famous for. And that was pretty much it. They had this other table that was just fall candles. They all smell pretty good, but they're all full price and they were all about $50, $60, $80 a piece. So to me, not something that I would buy. Candles that expensive, although they did smell nice and they were, really cute. But I would always wait till they went on clearance before I would buy them. And then we went next door to the sister store, which is Williams Sonoma. And I'll get these right this time. These are napkin rings, but these skulls, these glitter skulls, I really liked. I'm a sucker for anything glitter. Their theme this year, they had 3 or 4 tables, and you'll see them. Their theme this year was very witchy. Everything was very, antique witch. I did like these pumpkins because they kind of reminded me of The Nightmare Before Christmas, just in the Jack Skellington kind of thing with the orange pumpkins. Of course, they had some gummy eyeballs. They had these glasses as well, which was, they have a nice little drink pairing that you can make with them. And they sell the drink mixes, of course. But here is the witch, and she is very interesting. It looks like they've taken a very old witch drawing, like maybe from the 1880s, maybe 1890s. And they've kind of placed that on all of their plates and cutlery for this year's design. It's very interesting. It's very unique. This plate was cool because it had raised skulls on it, which was really a nice detail. You really can't tell that they're raised unless you really feel with your finger because it really blends into the background. But you really have to be into the witch to go for Williams Sonoma this year. Of course, they have the Day of the Dead, and they have that as well, which they had a whole drinkware set and some glasses, and they didn't have too much for that. And then they had a whole table set for Thanksgiving. This could be fall. This could be Halloween as well. It wasn't necessarily just for Thanksgiving. It was just basically pumpkin themed. That soup carafe pot in the middle there was very nice, very pretty. This is what they had for the fall season so far. It was okay. I didn't end up getting anything here. This was very pretty, this glass punch bowl that was the pumpkin shape. But I did get a little bit of fragrance that's not necessarily Halloween themed, but I did go and smell some of the really great fragrances. I think this was Neiman Marcus. They had Jo Malone, and I'm a sucker for Jo Malone, especially like the Myrrh and Tonka, I believe. And they had everything laid out, and they had the diptyque candles and their fragrances. I like the paper one that they have. They had everything laid out really nicely in the store. The staff was really nice and trying to be helpful, and I just kind of went around and smelled. And of course, my Mason Margiela replicas, which I love. I have several of those. And they had Lots of different things laid out. Then I also went to Ulta, and this is where I actually made my purchase. They had a nice little summer wall, which I have never seen in this Ulta's near me here in Vegas, but they had this here where they had like everything like recommending for different summer fragrances, which I thought was a really great idea and a really nice way to put everything together. They had the KLE, they had Beach Walk by Replica, they had several different ones. Oh, they had the Fleur, the new Fleur, which I have, and the new Replica, Chasing Sunsets. I think they had that as well. And then their Sailing Day, and of course the new Jean Paul Gaultier. But they had everything laid out really nicely. I tried this cola fragrance, which I thought, wow, that was very interesting. I really kind of liked it. And then, of course, we had the jack-o'-lanterns, chocolate jack-o'-lanterns, already making their way into the grocery store from Ghirardelli, and they were delicious. The apple one especially was really great. So that was cool. We found some cute little Halloween stuff. I kind of want to go back and get that Pottery Barn dog. He's so cute, dressed as a little ghosty. But let me show you what I actually ended up getting. I really was looking and being very particular right now because I have so much fragrance. So I was really looking at the stores for ones that I've really added to my Fragrantica kind of wish list. And one of those is Chris Collins, and it's called Lost in Paradise. And they usually have it at Ulta. Well, they didn't have it, but what I ended up getting and picking up for, I think, 25 bucks was this little, it came in a little box as well, and it came with Lost in Paradise, and you can see there, and it came with a sample. And there are 5 samples total in here. So let's go over these really quickly. The Lost in Paradise one is my favorite by far. It has coconut water, ylang ylang, bamboo, and sea notes. And it's just beautiful. It's a touch feminine, which aren't we all? But I think it has wild orchid in the mid notes. And I think that's what I'm smelling. It has a little bit of a floral note to it, but it's pretty light. And I would definitely get a full bottle of this. So I'm going to wear it some more. I've only worn it once, and I'm definitely going to try it out. It also came with Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights was, let me pull up the scent notes for Harlem Nights. It's interesting when you go onto Fragrantica's site, as we know, and you sort by popularity for a different fragrance maker, it kind of lists them. And Lost in Paradise, which is the one I just showed you, it is number 3 for Chris Collins. And then Harlem Nights is number 5. Harlem Nights has, I'm not going to spray this one just because I'm going to be covered with 5 different fragrances if I do. But this one has notes of, this one has a lot more. Rum, saffron, orris root, sandalwood. It does have vanilla in the base, but this one's pretty complex and pretty interesting. I'm going to wear this one and try it out. It might end up being too feminine for me, but that's what I got. The next one we got was Citrus Grandis. I didn't show you Harlem Nights. Let me show you that one as well. And Citrus Grandis has yuzu, citron, verbena, blackcurrant, and then the base notes, but it's a big citrus punch, obviously. I haven't worn any of these except for Lost in Paradise, so we'll see. This one's called Danse Sauvage, or, Sauvage. We all know Sauvage is very popular. It is a boozy cognac plum with a pepper, nutmeg, chili pepper. It does have rose in it, and it does have vanilla in the base, but cedar is the main base note, so I think I'm really going to like this one. I did spray all of them and kind of give them a whiff, and I think I remember really liking that one. And the last one is a cool name, Long Kiss Goodnight. Danse Sauvage is number 6. This is number 7 for most popular. This one, I don't know if I'm going to like. It's rose heavy, but it has coffee in it as well. So I do like a coffee fragrance. It has pink peony as well in the mid, and then oud and vanilla bean and amber in the base. So we'll just have to try it out. We'll have to see if we like it. So thanks for joining me today, guys. And yeah, so remember, the doctor says every day deserves a little magic. See you next time.